In this video, you will learn how to create a kinematics equation chart. This will be very helpful for being able to figure out which equation to use to solve a particular kinematic equation problem. First, we're going to write down the five kinematic variables that you'll notice in these problems. So we have delta x displacement, vi, initial velocity, vf, final velocity, a, acceleration, and time. All right, and then on the left-hand side, we're going to write down the kinematic equations. So we have Vf equals Vi plus At. Then we have delta x equals Vit plus 1 over 2 At squared. We have Vf squared equals Vi squared plus 2a delta x. And we have delta x equals 1 over 2 Vi plus Vf times t. If you're wondering how we get these equations, you can look at my previous video where I derive these four kinematic equations. Then the next step is to think about what variables are in each equation. So for the first one, we have Vi, we have Vf, we have acceleration, we also have time. The one that we don't have is the displacement. So I am going to go in and I'm going to shade that in with my green here, okay, because that's going to be important. Next, I have my second kinematic equation. I have delta x, I have the displacement, I have the initial velocity, I have the acceleration, and I have the time. But what I don't have is the final velocity, okay? And we'll come back to why this is important in just a moment. We're going to fill this out first. And then next we have the third kinematic equation, and that has displacement, initial velocity, final velocity, and acceleration, but it doesn't have the time. And then last one, we have displacement, initial velocity, final velocity, and time, but it doesn't have the acceleration. Okay, so to figure out which equation to use, when you're solving a problem, you're going to look at the given and the unknowns. So you're going to write those down. Then you're going to use the variable that's not needed to determine which equation to use. This is the important part, because the variable that's not needed for the problem is going to be help us to figure out which equation to use. So let's say, for example, that we were given the initial velocity, we were given the final velocity and the acceleration, and then we're looking for the time. So what equation would I use? So what is missing here is delta x. So if I look through this equation, I am missing delta x, right? So delta x, it's not given, it's not an unknown. So for this problem, I would use the first kinematic equation, which is Vf equals Vi plus At. Okay, so depending on what is not given and what is not asked for, it's not the unknown, that is the variable you're going to look for. You're going to look for the green shaded box, and then that will tell you which equation to use. So let's take a look at an actual problem and try to apply our kinematics chart. So in this question, it says a car with initial speed of 5 meters per second accelerates with 3 meters per second squared. How far does the car travel in 5 seconds? So what I like to do first is to write down all my variables. I have delta x, Vi, Vf, A, and T. Okay, and now I'm going to fill them in. So I know that the initial speed is 5 meters per second. I know it accelerates at 3 meters per second squared, and the time, we want to know how far in the time that it travels for is 5 seconds. Okay, and we're looking for the displacement. How far does it travel? Notice that the one variable that we aren't given and we don't really care about because they're not asking for it, is VF. So I'm going to go to my chart. I'm going to look down VF, and I'm going to see that right there. VF is shaded for the second kinematic equation. So that's the equation I'm going to use. So I'm going to write that down. I'm going to have delta x equals VIT plus 1 over 2 AT squared. Now I wrote down the equation. My next step is the substitution. So VI is 5 times T is 5 plus 1 over 2. A is 3 and T is 5, so that's going to be squared. 5 times 5 is 25. Half times 3 times 5 squared, that's 37.5. If I add that up, I get 62.5 meters. And that's my displacement. So once again, to use a kinematic chart, you're going to write down your given and your unknown, and whatever variable is left over, you're going to use that to find that equation on the chart, find where it's highlighted, and then use the equation on the left side.